Alright, so boom. So about a month ago, I switched over my skate plates. I have these are a size 180 roll line dance plate. Skated on these for like 3 years. So I switched to a size 170 because I was having a lot of issues doing like toe work, going on my toes. But I ain't gonna hold you, I have not been liking the swap. It's actually been kicking my ass. So just to give you an idea what the size difference is like, as you can see when I line up the axles, you can see when you switch to a different size, what actually happens is you bring the axles closer together. So everything that I was used to, all my muscle memory is off now. But I felt like something else was off. It was much more than just a smaller plate. So what I'm starting to realize is I think my plate is actually mounted too far back. And it's causing me issues. So I'm going to try and take these off and remount them. Alright, so I just want to show you with my foot lined up against the skate where it's supposed to be, where it's supposed to land, right? So the ball of your foot, or the first metatarsal, is supposed to be on the axle, alright? The rear one is supposed to be just behind your ankle, or the middle of your heel, alright? So when I have the 180 now, I'll show you basically something like that. But as you can see, this plate is actually too long, so the ball of my foot is here and it's supposed to be here. So what the smaller plate does is it brings the two together more. So it looks like it would line up right, but if the middle of my ankle is here, look where this is. So bringing it slightly forward will bring it closer to the middle of my ankle, which is what I'm aiming for. So I lined up the holes of where the old plate was, and that spacing is perfect for the rear. And in the front, you know, what's funny is this should have been an indication that this plate was too long. But yeah, so basically, if you look here, it's supposed to be slightly off center. And it's interesting, the way Edea designs their boots is their plate would land in the middle of this little arch of staples. So that should have definitely been an indicator that this plate was too long. But either way, this is what it should look like. So the new plate was back like this. And you should have like a few millimeters, something like that. So now at least I know what the problem is and I can try to fix it with the new plate. So I got one anchor point in. I'm trying to show you real quick. So what I was saying about the staples, you see? The plate is supposed to be inside the arch of the staples. So with the center marked, you can see where the plate lands on the boot. So that's how you know you got the right size plate. And there's my new anchor point with the plate centered according to the boot. This is my left boot. So as you can see, I'm gonna have to drill what was it, 6 new holes? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, yeah. But that's what it's supposed to look like. See, now I think this plate is mounted properly, just to get an idea of what happens. So you see a few millimeters forward, this is all the way to the back. And if you look, this plate is centered. So now I think this should roll properly. So I'm going to do the other one, and I'm going to get over to the rink. I'll report back to see if it worked. Alright, so the post-skate review. That was great. Excellent. That's the third best thing I did all week. My God. Them little millimeters and straightening up the plate made it night and day. The skate feel good again. Still getting used to the shorter wheelbase, but it feel good again. I skipped skating probably like 5 times in the last 7 weeks because I just couldn't be bothered. But it's good again.